In the heart of a bustling Nigerian village, where the air was thick with the scent of jollof rice and the sound of laughter echoed through the streets, preparations for the wedding of the year were in full swing. The sun hung high in the sky, casting a golden hue over the vibrant decorations that adorned the community hall. Brightly colored fabrics fluttered in the breeze, and the rhythmic beats of traditional drums filled the air, setting the stage for a celebration that would be remembered for years to come. The bride, Adaobi, was a vision of grace and beauty, her smile radiant as she prepared for her big day. But it was her best friend, Chinelo, who would steal the show. Known for her bold personality and striking fashion sense, Chinelo had chosen a daring, figure-hugging red gown that left little to the imagination. The dress clung to her curves, accentuating her confidence and flair. As she twirled in front of the mirror, she couldn't help but admire her reflection, her long hair cascading down her back like a waterfall. "Chinelo, you look like a goddess," Adaobi exclaimed, adjusting her own traditional attire, a beautifully embroidered asoebi that shimmered in the light. "Just don't outshine me today." Chinelo laughed, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Outshine you? Never. But I will make sure everyone remembers the bridesmaid." As the guests began to arrive, the atmosphere buzzed with excitement. Family and friends filled the hall, dressed in their finest attire, ready to celebrate the union of Adaobi and her fiancé, Emeka. The village elders, adorned in their traditional garb, took their seats at the front, ready to bless the couple. The ceremony commenced with heartfelt speeches and traditional songs, the community coming together to witness the love between Adaobi and Emeka. Chinelo stood by Adaobi's side, her heart swelling with pride as she watched her friend exchange vows. But as the couple sealed their promises with a kiss, Chinelo's mind began to wander. She had always been the life of the party, and today was no exception. As the reception kicked off, she made her way to the dance floor, her hips swaying to the infectious rhythm of the drums. Guests cheered her on, and she reveled in the attention, her laughter ringing out like music. But it wasn't long before trouble brewed. A group of uninvited guests, known in the village as the rice chasers, began to gather at the entrance. These were the people who showed up to weddings solely for the food, often without any connection to the couple. They wore flashy outfits and carried themselves with an air of entitlement, ready to feast on the jollof rice and chicken that awaited them. Chinelo noticed them lurking, and a mischievous idea sparked in her mind. "Let's give them a show," she whispered to Adaobi, who raised an eyebrow in curiosity. As the music played, Chinelo took center stage, her confidence radiating. She began to dance provocatively, drawing the attention of everyone in the hall. The rice chasers, intrigued by the spectacle, moved closer, their eyes glued to her every move. Chinelo's dance was a blend of traditional and modern, a celebration of her heritage infused with her unique style. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Chinelo felt invincible. She twirled and spun, her dress flowing around her like flames. But as she danced, she noticed the rice chasers whispering among themselves, plotting their next move. They were determined to crash the party and claim their share of the feast. "Let's show them who's boss," Chinelo said, her eyes gleaming with mischief. She motioned to the DJ, who nodded in understanding. The music shifted to a faster tempo, and Chinelo led the guests in a dance-off, challenging the rice chasers to join in. The dance floor became a battleground of rhythm and energy. Chinelo's moves were sharp and confident, while the rice chasers struggled to keep up. Laughter erupted as one of them tripped over their own feet, falling into a nearby table, sending drinks flying. The crowd roared with laughter, and Chinelo seized the moment. "Who's here for the food?" she shouted, pointing at the rice chasers. "Let's see if you can dance as well as you can eat." The challenge was set, and the rice chasers, embarrassed but unwilling to back down, joined the dance. But they quickly realized they were outmatched. Chinelo's infectious energy and the support of the crowd pushed them to their limits. One by one, they began to falter, their bravado fading as they struggled to keep up with the lively beats. As the dance-off continued, the atmosphere shifted. The rice chasers, once confident and entitled, found themselves on the receiving end of playful jeers and laughter. The villagers rallied behind Chinelo, cheering her on as she led them in a spirited celebration of community and joy. The challenge was set, and the rice chasers, embarrassed but unwilling to back down, joined the dance. but they quickly realized they were outmatched. Chinelo's infectious energy and the support of the crowd pushed them to their limits. One by one, they began to falter, their bravado fading as they struggled to keep up with the lively beats. As the dance-off continued, the atmosphere shifted. The rice chasers, once confident and entitled, found themselves on the receiving end of playful jeers and laughter. The villagers rallied behind Chinelo, cheering her on as she led them in a spirited celebration of community and joy. Chinelo grinned, her spirit unyielding. "And thank you for letting me shine. But remember, it's not just about the dress, it's about the memories we create together." As the stars twinkled above the village, the celebration continued late into the night, a testament to love, friendship, and the vibrant spirit of their community. Chinelo knew that this wedding would be talked about for years to come, not just for the food or the dancing, but for the unforgettable moments that brought everyone together. And as she danced the night away, she couldn't help but think that sometimes, being the ASHAWO bridesmaid was the best role of all.